Today I'm going to be talking to you about one of my most favorite things in the world to do, and that is refinishing furniture. I find stuff that's old and run down or ragged and buff it, finish it, make it look beautiful to match whatever you want. So we first have a few things we have to do. You have to clean and fill any holes or cracks, sand it, clean again, paint, and then buff it so that it has a shine if you have a paint that needs to, make it shine. So to start with, the first step is pretty self-explanatory. You find yourself a piece of furniture that you really enjoy or you like, that you think will be gorgeous in your house. And you like this one. This is a buffet / dresser that I looked for because I wanted a buffet. It is about 72 inches long, and I found it, cleaned it real good, went ahead and sanded it down, and then I started to paint. When you do sand, you do need to make sure that if you do have the holes or cracks, you fill them with wood filler, let them dry out for a while, and then you can go back and sand it, but you need to make sure that you let it dry first. So your next step would be to go on and start painting after you've decided what color you want to paint it. I went with teal and brown because I love teal and I love brown. It doesn't look very brown in this picture because I have a bright light on it, but this is where I started to paint. And it has doors or drawers inside here that I had to paint too. So I painted the whole outer area brown. And then I started on the end. I know it doesn't look right, but it's taped off. Be sure you tape off if you have an area that you want to paint that needs to be a different color, okay? So I started with the ends, the teal color. And then I went ahead and did the doors and those inside drawers teal also. All of these drawers, of course, are also done in teal. See how pretty that is? And I did not like the knobs that were on it. They were very old-fashioned. They weren't even knobs. They were hooks. So I went to Hobby Lobby. They were half price. Bought these little fantastic things. They have a backing, and then they have the knob. They were white, chipped white when I got them, but of course white doesn't match my brown and teal. So I went ahead and painted them all brown. Every bit of it I painted brown. And then I took the teal and I used a chip brush, so it almost looks like a scrapish rustic kind of a feel to it. And I know it's hard to see, but I took and put the teal on top of the brown so it wasn't so brown. You can see the difference here between the two. And then when I got finished with that, I went ahead and put all of my drawers and my doors back on. And of course my finished project or product was this. And I have the new knobs here. I put little crosses here, and then the new knobs here. I have on the top, of course, this was brown. I just actually put a runner on there. So that is what it looks like when you're done. So just be sure that you do take and don't have any areas that weren't painted before you go ahead and finish your product. Now, there is certain paints that require buffing, like the chalk paint. That's what I used. So I did have to go in and buff it to make it have that beautiful shine like this, because the chalk paint's real weird, so you have to put a clear coat and buff it out. There is paints that I'm using now for other projects. It's Waverly paint, and you can get it at Walmart or anywhere. It is not chalk paint, but you do not have to put any kilts or anything on it, and you don't have to buff it. So that makes it fabulous. Anyways, again, my wonderful buffet I'm so proud of. And I hope you learned something from me today. I know it was kind of short and fast, but thank you for listening and have a good day.